She said her name like she
DeAja
famous and shit. Like we supposed to know who the hell she is already.
Hey, that's how you waving off every.
Oh, she said her name. Go ahead, baby.
DeAja Marie.
Oh, she said her name like she famous and shit. Like we supposed to know who the hell she is already.
Down the road. That's when I knew I had it.
Oh, she said her name like she famous and shit. Like we supposed to know who the hell she is already.
Hey, that's how you.
Yo, let me give it to you right all night. No, we ain't never gonna stop. I never had it like this before. No, gotta keep it together. Yeah, that's right. It's a real good, a sexual fight. Give it to you all night, right?
I'ma take you some loving, sweet delicious somethings. Only you, I'm so gifted. See the blood on the wings.
Him and his guitar player were trying to get me to the after party, but I said, I'm a good girl. I ain't gonna do that. I'm sorry.
She said, I know what happens there. I'm gonna stay home.
You don't know what kind of stuff they gonna do. I might have to whoop up some wind chum. They so nasty.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muchas gracias por venir. Thank you so much for joining the show today. From Her Point of View talk show. It's your girl, LeeLee the Goddess, and you can find me on all social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok. If you want to listen to my music, you go to SoundCloud, you go to Apple Music, YouTube Music, etc. Just you will find me. And you can also follow some of my content, check out some of my work film-wise, acting wise, all the above on my YouTube channel, Flawless Streams. Okay, and then I also have another one called Mermaid Lulu. Yes, you'll have plenty of stuff to look up and plenty of entertainment there. Also, if you would like to be a sponsor or a guest on this show, please feel free to contact, email her point of view at AOL.com. Again, if you want to be a sponsor or guest, email her point of view at AOL.com. Today we have a legend, y'all. We have a legend with us. That is the surprise. That is the best thing. I'm telling you. Founder of M.I.A. Entertainment Group, TV producer, published writer, film director, actress, and podcast TV host, Mimie Acosta. Welcome, Queen. Welcome to the show. I'm telling you.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'm excited to be here. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Good. Good, good. I was about to snatch the earphones. I was like, where they at? Let me get it.
I know, airplanes flying by. Airplanes, they get in the way of everything, Queen. Everything.
Yes,
Filming, trying to sing, whatever. They just,
Can't have it.
What's your zodiac sign, first of all?
I'm a Scorpio. I just had a birthday on October 26th. The big old 5-2.
And where can people find you on social media?
At M.I.A. Entertainment Group on IG and Mimie Acosta on everything. Like if you just Google Mimie Acosta, Mimie Acosta, I will pop up and you can have it. I'm on everything.
That's what I'm talking about, Queen. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, awesome. So I'm gonna dive right into it if you are ready.
Let's go.
You ready? Let's go. All right. What about kissing on the first date? Do you believe in it?
I'm sorry?
What about kissing on the first date? Do you believe in kissing on the first date?
You know what? I believe maybe in pecking on the first date, but I'm not going to stick my tongue down your throat, and I'm not going to allow you to stick yours down mine on the first date. But a little peck is nothing bad. Especially
nowadays with the whole COVID and even if it wasn't COVID, still in general, even before COVID, people had to be
it's a little too much. It's all depending because the thing about it is that so we have different age ranges. I think in my 20s I was freaking boohoo crazy. 20s and 30s was just like one thing. It's like, you know what? Let's get down. Let's do it. But when you get a certain age in life, you're like,
you get more careful.
You got to be very careful. So, depending on if you're feeling the person, because if you're really feeling that person, then that means you're going to be up on them a little bit every now and then. You give them a little peck on the cheek. You might get a little peck on the lip. But that whole get down, no, that takes some time to get, especially when you're in a place where you just ain't for games anymore. So, yeah.
Correct. I agree with that. I really do. With the spit and if you can get the peck and it's nice, then of course you'll probably escalate to something more intimate on a friendship later. But he's got to prove himself on the peck.
A whole lot. The thing about it is that even like in the beginning, while in the midst of courting or even having conversations before that first date, you already know whether this is somebody who's out there really flinging or whether it's somebody who's like, you know what, I just really am looking for that one, which of course at that point, we're always in the where's that one. But men normally fish more than women do, I think. Yeah. Maybe some women do. I don't know. I'm speaking for myself. Ain't no fishing out there like that. So it's like in that I'm looking for someone who's looking for someone to settle down with, then it becomes a little bit different in that little courting stage, because if you smell good and you're looking good and you
exactly. And I always mention every time we have a guest on this show, ladies and gentlemen, that we always incorporate what your career is, like what kind of job you do on the daily, because it does have something to do with the relationships. Everything we talk about has everything to do with relationships on the show, because it contributes how busy your job, because then somebody could say, oh, well, how would you know if your job's not busy? Well, if they don't know what kind of job you do and they don't know what it entails, how would they know how much it takes you away from a relationship or not? You would know, and that's why. So I'm looking at all your titles, all your credentials. I know that's not all of them, because we always have more.
There's a lot of stuff.
But according to this keeps you really busy.
Yes.
So, if you don't mind me asking, what is your relationship status? Would you be a married woman?
I am with someone. I am in a committed relationship right now. and we do live together.
Oh,
So,
good.
yeah,
See, okay, see,
I'm very happy.
yay, congratulations. Kisses to you, kisses to you. I'm content where I'm at. You know, and then here's a question about that. Do you find that the older we get,
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna say, but you know, the more mature we get,
Yes.
we start to understand that, especially depending on what we do, or even just in general, it don't matter if you're a doctor, a film director,
Mhm.
it just seems like we have to keep our relationships confidential.
Yes, we
Because
do.
and why do you think that is?
So this is the thing, because I have dated folks in the industry, and then I've dated out of the industry. And I think that out in the industry is a whole lot better, because in the industry can become messy. But when you keep it out of, not just out of the industry, but look, this is what you do and this is what I do, whether you're in the industry or not. Let's respect each other's careers, because you might have set hours, I may not, I might have to travel, you may not. It's all a trust thing. If you do not have trust, you have nothing. If
That's
you're
right.
not secure in your own skin and know that that's my dude, he's going to work, he's going to do his 12, 14 hours a day, I'll see him when he get home, I'm over here doing my thing, and we get together and it's fireworks, then it ain't worth doing. Period.
Exactly. And then sometimes the career, it could get it also can get messy, because you could be climbing up the ladder,
Mm-hmm.
and then he might not know what to do with himself, or they may not know what to do with themselves. They might feel, where do I fit in with this person? Where do I fit in? Of course they love me and I love them back, but where do I fit in? Because you
Well,
might
the important thing in that is to have somebody that's as confident as you are.
yes.
Because if you're a go-getter and you're confident, and he's a go-getter in the thing that he's doing, and he's confident with you, then you should not have any issues. The
No
issue is
issues.
going to be is, baby, when are we going to take some time off so we can have a trip to ourselves?
Right.
And that doesn't even become an issue. It's all about communication at the end of the day. Always about communication.
And we do get questions from the audience, and I'm going to try to dive into some of these questions. What is Elizabeth wants to know, what is your turn off, Mimie?
Bad breath.
Oh, girl, I was about to ask that too. Oh my God, I was going to ask you specifically about bad breath though. Oh my God, because I have such a huge problem with bad breath and bad teeth.
Yes, hygiene is of importance. If something is lacking, that's it. I'm sorry. And it all happens. I always say everything happens in the courting process. That's why you do not jump into a relationship, because you got to take your time to know your dude. If he smells good, if he don't, if he likes taking showers, if he want to do you without bathing, if he loves showering first, if he wants to shower with you or not. Like, you got to know all these things in the courting process so you could weed out.
Exactly.
You got to shave the relationship, shave it.
Have you ever been called out as a diva?
As
a diva?
Yes, until folks get to meet me, and then they're like, you know what? We thought she was one thing, but she's really cool as I don't know what. So
exactly.
Yeah.
I've been called out as a diva too. I'm like, listen here. There is a time to get goosied up, and then there's a time to roll in the mud.
Oh yeah. I'll do that. Look, I'll do that in 2 seconds. I'll throw on my baseball cap and have on my little t-shirt and my sneakers and jeans. And I'm good.
That's what I'm talking about. Amen. Hallelujah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She also has, I think, okay, so she has another question. She says, does your job prevent you from being with someone?
No, and it shouldn't. You know what? It really shouldn't. I am busy. Yes, I am. But I am not that busy that I can't give my guy his time. Because at the end of the day, this is the thing. The industry wakes up when the sun goes down. But I am not 100% busy. Like, when you're working on projects, you have your breaks. So you have your time to give the person that you're having a relationship with.
Can you repeat that one last line that you just said? The industry wakes up when the what?
When the sun goes down.
Highlight. I need y'all to highlight that for so many. Just do it. Do it now, please. There's so many people that do not understand.
Yes.
They just don't
get it. This is the thing. So Whether because I was a music artist once upon a time. I came from that. I used to sing with bands, travel with bands, all that good old stuff. So the thing about that is that us music folks, eclectic folks, writers, we think better when the
Ah,
sun goes down and everything is at peace.
yes, yes. Oh God, bless you.
It's something
Preach.
that the universe does with us when
Yes,
it's quiet and sweet versus listening to traffic, kids screaming in a hallway or whatever, your phone ringing. You shut everything down and that's when you really get to work. So it's not just when I say the industry wakes up when the sun goes down, it's not just about the industry and us getting out here and partying and being
right.
in all the networking events and all this good old stuff. It's also about us, who we become as a person when we decide
Yes.
that this is the path that we want to take.
Yeah, yeah. It all wakes up. It just everything. A lot of things wake up at night. You know, a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff. But like and not just spiritually, not just spiritually, but
right.
the spiritual has a lot to do with our creativity.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Um, we got so many people who absolutely agree with you. Sharice, shout out to Sharice, shout out to Lizzie, shout out to Little Ninja. Thank you for joining us today, beautiful ladies, beautiful queens. Um, the world is quiet and easier to write. Yes, Lizzie, she's a writer, so yeah,
yes,
all of the creativity just comes in at night.
yes,
And speaking of which,
definitely.
do you think does that also mean that intimacy also is even better at night versus day?
You know what? It's all depending because I'm a Scorpio. I got some things going on.
Ah, girl. Oh, second now,
So,
second.
so look, whether it's day or night, I don't care, honey. If he walks in the room and he looks kind of good, I'm like, yo, I got some time. Come here, right quick. Let me snatch you.
She showed up at your office and she said, "You want me to wear a skirt?" Schoolgirl outfit time, or like I can show up at you tell your boo, you say, "Listen, I'm gonna be driving by real soon. You want me to show up in something cute?"
Well, it's a difference when you live with the individual.
Yes, I know, I know.
I'm already in that outfit. You walk in a room and ta-da, let's go.
I love exactly that part. And I think that it's important for the intimacy to stay consistent. Let's face it, some of us we do have dry spells, and that's
Yeah,
okay. That's
yeah,
okay. That doesn't
yeah.
mean the relationship's over.
Yes, because this is the thing now. When you're looking at relationships, you're not looking at a relationship just lasting for a short period of time. You're looking for the length in it. So that whole thing about everyday thing and all this, it's gonna wear out. That
Yeah.
no, you just take your time. Whenever it means getting down, just get down. When the get down comes to you, that's it. If you're that everyday person, then knock yourself out. But if you're that 3, 4 times a week or that twice a week type thing, then just go make that happen.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how I feel. It's like, come on now. It is what it is. Intimacy is just not always throwing down and having sex. It's not all about that. It could just be watching TV. Your leg is over mine. We're having some popcorn. And
That
whatever.
part.
It's just watching a football game. We're screaming and hollering and high fiving each other. It could be all that.
It's
You
not just
know.
sexual. It's
Right.
intimacy is romance.
Yes.
It's the thing that some people cringe at. It is romance. It is
Yeah.
not, and it is not dead. It's only dead for the people who are lazy.
Right. Right. Because you do have to put work into it, especially us women, because men do get bored easily and they would drift a whole lot faster than we would. That's
People
how
think
I personally feel.
I'm like you. I mean, we very creative. We know how to seduce and woo and please. Of course, you have some people that are empty with ideas, but that's not us. Usually, I mean, we're artists.
Yes.
We're filled with ideas. Give us a break.
Yes.
And because of that, don't you find that it is important for a partner to balance that out? It can't just be the woman all the time. It cannot
Right.
be the woman. The guy, the person, whoever has to be doing their part too.
Oh yeah. Yes. Because when that slacks, then we slack. It just
Yeah.
is what it is. It is a dual thing, you
Yeah.
know. But if he's like, I'm okay tonight, and I'm like, okay, I really need some right now. I'm gonna just have to do what I got to do for me.
I don't think you want to feel like, girl, I don't think that we want to feel as women. We want to feel like we have to go above and beyond for someone who can't even because we want to feel like we inspire them enough to do something nice for us, whether that's make dinner for us and surprise us with it when we get home, whether it's like, okay, listen, I made plans for us this weekend.
Right.
And then they just make it on their own, and you don't have to say everything. He just takes charge.
Yes, I like that. I like to take charge.
Oh yes.
But see, this is the thing though. See, my guy, because I am that strong little chick too. It's like, babe, can we do this weekend? Or I want to do this for you this weekend, because you never know what my schedule is going to be. You never know when somebody's going to call me and be like, hey, look, I needed to be in LA, or I needed to be in Ohio, or I needed to be, wherever I needed to be. So we definitely do plan some things. And some things, they're just not. They're just spontaneous. Like, hey, what are you doing? What do you feel like doing? No, let's go. So we're more spontaneous more than planners.
Right, because sometimes plans don't work out. Sometimes if the person goes and plans and it's such a great plan, but it's the wrong time. I hate to say that it's the wrong time, because how some people say there's never ever right there. That's not entirely true, because the simple fact that of the schedules, or other things, Mother Nature.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Part.
Yeah. So look, when I fast, he fast. That's just how we work that out.
That's right. So what it's like to have a balance.
Yes.
And you both are balancing each other out and working together. So there's a partnership. That's why you've lasted so long. And that's what a lot of people don't realize, is that they're having that trouble. It's because you do need to court somebody for a good time. True or false?
Yes. That's right. Right. No, you're right. Solid on that right there. Like, I don't even have a backup.
You know what I mean? Because let's say long distance relationships. What do you think about long distance relationships?
I don't think they work. I've tried it before, and I was younger. That was in my younger days when I was like in my 20s, and I tried it, and it just doesn't work. And I think it didn't work then because, one, I was young. I already knew what he was about. And I was just like, you know what, this ain't gonna work, because I know that you just have to try it. And it's just not. And of course, we killed it. But then years later, a decade or two later, it's like you're getting phone calls like, yo, I need to see you. I want to see you. Let's make this happen again. It's like, no, what's dead is dead. That's gone, long gone. If it couldn't work then, and we couldn't make something happen then, as far as who's traveling where, then no, it's not going to happen.
Exactly. So. It's funny how past lovers or whatever interests, they have a way of trying to be part of your future once they also see how good you're doing.
Right.
How good you're doing.
Yes.
It's like, no. You ain't gonna try to reap the benefits of my fruit. No. Stay in your lane.
What happened was,
it ain't gonna work out now. Hell no. We're not doing all that. And then it's clear that to have a partner who not just balances you, works with you, supports you too. Because support is very important in what you do.
Yes.
Believe in you and support you, not knock you down.
Right. Because the thing about that, you have to have that. Because if you do not have someone that does support you, you're going to be worrying about that person's thoughts in everything that you're doing, whether you're working, whether you're traveling, whether you're just at home, whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to always wonder, what is he thinking? What is this? And you're going to have to keep feeding. Look, there's no feeding nothing over here. It is what it is, babe. You do your thing. I'm doing my thing. When we get together, we do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I cook, I clean, I wash, I do all the things that I'm supposed to do as a woman at home. And no matter how busy I am, I always make sure that the home front is taken care of, so that we don't have any kind of issues. But it ain't going to be that extra, that non-supportive thing. No, because at the end of the day, I'm going to allow you to do what you do, and I'm going to do what I do. And we can just have to make it happen. And that's what we do. That's just what we do.
From your point of view, how many males are out there in society, don't matter what state, don't matter what county, I don't care. Try to calculate as best as you think, and from your point of view, how many are out there that are under the assumption that they could just tell once they're married, they get a wife, they get her pregnant, that they have little interest in her body because now she just had a kid?
Oh, a lot. It does happen a lot. I hear it more so than not. And you know what? That's really bad because, and look, kudos for the chicks out there that know how to drop them babies and get snatched back, okay, and move on with their lives. Like, you know what, dude, bye. Because it is extremely important for them to know, without us going through what we're going through, there wouldn't be those little ones. And nothing gets back to perfect. And first of all, okay, this is the thing. We're not perfect. We work very hard at the things that we do as far as keeping ourselves together, whether it's snatched, bushed, or whatever the heck women need to do to feel that they just have to be that thing, for a man. But no, my thing is, look, be yourself, because this is the thing. Balls are gonna hang, shit is gonna die down at some point in time, and you're gonna want us to be supportive too. And you're gonna hope that we stick around.
Or tatas, our chesticles.
Right. We're not parking. Gravity is calling us down, baby. And we just got to do everything to stay up.
Stay up, that part. Get yourself a nice padded bra from Victoria's Secret, $50. Oh, heavenly Lord. If you got the $50 to spend on it.
Yes, and women, we got to do what we got to do to keep ourselves up, regardless of what, because image is everything, especially when it comes to guys. They're like, you already know. It's a visual thing with them. If we look good, then they're going to be up on us. If we look bad, they're going to be like, deuces, next. Who's coming behind her?
And here's another one. From your point of view, do you think that us women, we take more time to concern ourselves with our looks and our appearance for a partner than perhaps the partner does about themselves?
Sometimes. I would say sometimes. Sometimes we do a lot, thinking that, look, even if it is thinking that they care, because sometimes they don't even care about all that. Whether it's the weave or the makeup or the extra, the body magic, with all the zippers and all the buttons and all that shit. When are you what's gonna happen when it's time to get down? By the time you take all that stuff off, he's done.
Exactly. I'm like, you're supposed to love every curve and imperfection, because at the end of the day, I could have sworn us women, aren't we kind of expected to love the guy like he's flawless even with his perfection? So what about us?
Right. And they do come with their little imperfection, and it's really interesting that they look at us wanting that perfect thing. But when we're looking at them, it's like, honey, you got some things that you can work on yourself.
Exactly.
You don't want to say that to hurt feelings, but it's like, I got this little pouch I'm trying to get rid of. You got a little pouch you need to get rid of too. Let's work it out.
Yeah, because I mean, we got our little issues up at the top. What about when a guy has little issues downstairs? Sometimes that stuff goes from this to introverted. I don't know if you've ever heard of that, but it does. So it's like, dude, listen. I'm not gonna diss you on your body parts. Don't diss me on my body parts when they don't look the same from when you met me. Okay. I'm not gonna dish your little inverted little pimple and doodleberries. Don't diss my girls upstairs that decide one wants to go east, wants to go west.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's skin and it's something for you to play with.
Yes, it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot that you can do with it. So look,
never a dull moment.
If we're gonna grow old together, we're going to communicate and we're going to move forward together. Whatever it may be, if we can fix it, let's fix it. And if not, let's appreciate it, love it, and keep it trucking, because we are going to get old and gray. Stop it.
Right. Love every moment as time continues to change and develop. Love that still.
Yes.
Love it together. Yes. Grow old together and love growing old together.
Yes. I'm with all that.
All that stuff.
And if not, deuces.
Deuces, peas and chicken grease. Hold the cheese because you don't know if you want some extra butter. So let me tell you, I think that it going out is also a must. Some people like to stay home. They're homebodies. What do you think? Are you more of a homebody or a going out girl?
Well, I'm homebody, but if he wants to do something out, we'll do it together. We'll just go at it. We used to go out a lot in the beginning, but this is the thing, right? I attract a lot of attention, sometimes unwanted attention from other guys and stuff like that. And other guys are something else, and they can be a little bit disrespectful, and that in itself is a no-no. So I just tend to, like, what, we could do something at home, but if we want to get out and do something, then we just do something a little bit more intimate than lounges or sports bars or places where I would be disrespected.
What do you say to the people that they love their partner, whether their partner's in a good or bad mood? Like Miss Little Ninja over here putting, she's love her in a bad mood and good mood. And I think I know where you're going with this, Ninja, because of the simple fact that some people like kinky stuff. They like the makeup.
If you're in a bad mood, I'm gonna stay away from you. Because I don't need the energy. Especially if I'm in a good mood. And I'm not always in a good mood because my dude have told me, baby, just a little nippy, and I climb down from that ladder because for real, it's like sometimes it has nothing to do with him. It's just me being tired or overworked or haven't gotten enough rest or hungry or us women, if we're hungry or sleepy, tired, we become
yes that is
we can. Yes. And we check each other, respectively. We just do, and it's okay. But again, it's that thing, when you have a relationship where you're both communicators and you can tell each other, what time it is, what's going on, what's good, what's bad, what's ugly, what feels good or what feels bad, then you shouldn't really have much issues. It only becomes the issue when you don't communicate about it. You just don't want to talk about it and then separate yourself. That never works.
Exactly. Listen, we got to take a quick commercial break, y'all, but don't go nowhere. We want you to stay tuned, keep it locked. This is Her Point of View talk show with your girl LeeLee the Goddess and the lovely Mimie Acosta, the legend, up in the house. Okay, if you want to be a sponsor, a guest, go ahead and email herpointofview@aol.com. See you after the commercial break.
these are my official sponsors. Shout out to business owner Dolores Green on Facebook, and please go visit her at hairbossbiz.com. You can contact her directly at hairbossbiz@gmail.com. Also, shout out to CEO of M.I.A. Entertainment Group, film, TV, and producer, the legendary Mimie Acosta. Shout out to business owner and podcast host Sophia Latrice. She has a spa in Plainfield, Illinois, and visit her website at lenisialex.com. Shout out to CEO and radio personality Cantone. You can visit his website at streetscienceradio.com. Shout out to author and animation commercial creator Linda Gregory. You can visit her website at LeeLee.com. Shout out to business owner, the elite reader and licensed phlebotomist Cherie Patterson. Call her directly at 469-340-6489. And shout out to author with both her audiobook and hard copy novel Through the Eyes of Nitsi, Denise Donnerson. Order her book today on Amazon. The celebrity interviewer, I said it, and I approve this message.
It don't matter if the rain is pouring down, 'cause the way I'm feeling now, another sun is bound to shine through the clouds. Somehow, I gotta get myself together. Wanna be ready when the stormy weather comes around and tries to rock the boat. I got a little notion, had to let you know that the storms, they don't last long. They don't. No, it won't. I wipe the dust off of my shoulder. All of my troubles gonna be over in the morning.
Hello, everybody. Thank you and welcome back to From Her Point of View Talk Show. I have with me my co-hostess, the beautiful, gorgeous DeAja Murray.
Hello, everyone. So excited to be here and get to talk with everyone again. And it's very, very lovely to meet you, Miss Mimie.
Hello, Miss Marie. How are you?
Good. How are you doing tonight?
Loving it. Loving the light, loving the makeup. You look nice. I love it.
Thank you. You both
Welcome.
look beautiful as well. Thank you so much. So has it been juicy tonight?
And we're over here getting it.
Oh, absolutely. And don't forget, this show was brought to you by I Said It Management. Okay. And if you want to be a sponsor or a guest, you can go ahead and email herpointofview@AOL.com. And again, we have the legendary, a legend in the house, Mimie Acosta, founder of M.I.A. Entertainment Group, TV producer, published writer, film director, actress, and podcast TV host. Let's get into it.
That is amazing. I've heard a lot about you, so it's nice to finally put a face to a name officially.
Thank you. Yeah.
Such an amazing influence.
I'm in the building, and thank you for coming through, honey, because, honey, you could have been stuck in traffic. I don't know what. But you're here, working.
Here. I made it. Thank you so much.
Present and accounted for.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes. LeeLee carried you, honey. She carried you well. But
Oh,
thank
I
you
know
for
she
coming.
did. I already knew. I had no question. I already know she did. That's why we great like that.
That's right.
Yes.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Love
Yes.
it. Excellent. I'm loving it.
I always got her
Love
back
it.
just like she got me.
That's right.
That's what's great about it. When you have, speaking of relationships, even work relationships, when you have that person you know you can trust, like, or you know you could just count on, like, if you're not there, they could pick up the slack, or you know, if you need to call and ask them a question, you know that they'll be there for you regardless.
Yeah.
So it's nice to have that.
Yes, no, that's a fresh breath of air, always. Yeah.
Very true. So true.
And Lizzie says dry spells are okay. Be adventurous in other areas. Because one of the things that we mentioned, DeAja, was about dry spells. Like if there's moments in a relationship where there's a dry spell, that Mimie and Costa said there's other ways of being intimate, which we all agree on that one, definitely. That part, girl. Other ways of being intimate, holding hands, romance, all that stuff.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be, you know, throw down in the bed and have sex every day. It could just be, you know, laying around watching TV, you know, watching sports, my leg over yours, us having a drink, eating something, you know, it's a little walk somewhere, just holding hands, just go for a drive. Intimacy is everything. It's not just, you know, well, I'm not gonna say folks. I'm gonna say most men. They have a different mindset. They have like 3 mindsets.
Oh my goodness, yes.
You're trying to keep it here. They're trying to keep
Yeah. But they got a brain located downstairs, right, ladies? They got a brain located downstairs.
They sure do.
And they depend
I
on
don't
that
have
one
a
a
problem
little too much.
entertaining that brain either.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, dude, keep it up here and right here, you know, right there, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Because otherwise that stuff, everything else gets old.
Yes.
That's another thing we talked about. You know, grow old together and love each other's imperfections.
Exactly. Don't go.
And that is if that is the plan. Because with most people, it's not. It's just like, you know what, we're gonna be in this and let's write it out and see where it happens, or if it falls apart, it's okay. There's a bunch of people in the world.
Yeah.
You know, I just really want longevity.
That part.
You know, that changing air and space and changing, that is just not, is not, you know, after you reach a certain age, certain things you just don't do. You know, now you're looking forward to longevity. You know, 20s and 30s is one thing. When you reach in your 40s, live, figure it out, or you don't have problems.
Exactly. Yeah. Lizzie definitely just hit that one too. She's saying love is 100-100, not 50-50 for each person.
Right.
And that's very true. And, you know, some people look at it as, 50-50, but it's not, you're not cutting anything in half. You're still 2 people as partners. You both should be at 100%, helping each other get to 100%.
I'm coming in at 100.
Exactly.
If it gets below that 50%.
Exactly.
That's right. Coming at 100.
Who's this? Gotta go.
Yep. Or
honey, this is the thing, you know, life is short. Life is super short. And look, I don't see you two nowhere near 50, but when you reach 50, I cannot say it enough, because when you reach a certain age, things change. You know, even your mindset. You're like, you know what? I'm not putting up with no more shit.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going in this direction, with or without. Bye.
Exactly. I'm definitely at that point this year. I'm definitely hitting that point where it's like, okay, if it's not, because I'm a huge people pleaser. That's one of my biggest. I wouldn't even call it a flaw, because it's not my fault, or it's not a flaw.
Look, first of all, it's not our fault that we are lover of people, period.
Exactly.
It becomes our fault when we allow people to take advantage of us and continue to
pretty much saying that vice versa. Yep.
You gotta know when to cut the cord.
What was that?
You gotta know when to cut the cord.
Cut the cord.
Very true.
Yes.
I'm learning to.
We can still be nice. As a matter of fact, let them go with God. It's like, you know what, you got to go. But I'll pray for you. But we got it. You go this way, I'm going this way, and we good. No harm done.
Yeah.
It just means that life moves forward.
I agree. Oh, by the way, go ahead and share your zodiac sign, DeAja.
Oh, yes.
I'm
What
a
is your
Scorpio. Scorpio.
Oh, Scorpio. Oh, I love Scorpio women. Yes, I
Deja,
love
you
them.
are?
Awesome. I'm Aries.
Oh, see, I don't know a lot about Aries.
Oh, wow. See, I'm glad you didn't. I didn't get to
So
use
that's a
your.
good thing.
Oh my gosh. Oh no. I mean,
She said, "Oh no."
look, I'm like, let me not tell on myself. I'm gonna let you learn us. No,
Yeah, I don't know a lot. I don't know a lot. I
no,
just
I'm
keep it.
kidding. I'm such a passionate, caring person.
When is your birthday?
Independent. March 31st.
Okay.
Yep, very last day. I was
I
born
have
on
a
April
I have
30th.
a April 18th.
Oh,
My
okay.
guy is in Aries.
Oh, amazing. Aries
Yeah.
men are cool too.
Yeah. So
They're
so
just
I think
too.
with men and with women is different because with Scorpios is the same thing. Scorpio men and Scorpio women are totally different.
Yeah.
But
Yep.
but yeah, so I like the Aries and in him.
Yeah. Let
Thank
me go ahead and
you.
put this in perspective for everybody. We got DeAja, who is she's like the Mariah Carey. You got Hostess, she is Sierra, and then you got Nicki Minaj over here. What's up? How you doing? Do you see
That's
this?
so great.
That's what it is.
I mean, that's an amazing trio right there. That's
I
amazing.
love it.
It is though. It is. You know, I get told sometimes I look like what's that girl, Raven Simone. A friend of mine, they say you make faces like Raven Simone. I'm like, really? And then I looked up her zodiac sign. I'm like, oh, Sagittarius. That's why.
Right. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
And you know what? And you have that personality, and it's amazing. It's not a bad comparison at all.
No, I don't think it is. I
Yeah.
like the girl. She's adorable. She's absolutely adorable. Who cares about the personal life? That's all on her.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. That has one thing has nothing to do with the next.
That part.
Right. It's like there are definitely some character traits and all, but we are, of course, still our own unique person for sure.
Of course.
Of course.
Lil Ninja had a question for why I think Mimie maybe, but what's one thing or just one thing in your relationship that you love the most?
Shit, that I could be me.
Oh, okay.
That I can be really like really me. Like dig my nose me.
I love it. I love it.
The thing about it is that because I am such a girly girl, there's just a lot of things that I won't allow myself to do.
I know. I was with somebody for over 4 years, and I still like when he would come by the bathroom or something, like we'd be talking with the door closed, and he'd like open it to kind of be like, wait, like, oh, like I know you've seen me pee, but I'm doing something different now.
Right. It's some things I just won't allow myself to do or be in that position of no. There's just some no.
Well, we all deserve our privacy too. You know, we're ladies, and we give them their privacy. You know, when they gotta talk to their man downstairs because it won't go up. You know, we know.
You're this man downstairs.
It happens though.
This is the thing. I need to say this. This is the thing, ladies. If that is the case, it is our responsibility. If we want to have a good night, to get it up. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sometimes it's a medical thing. Sometimes
oh
it's a medical
God, and it better not see. These are the things that you need to check out in the courting process. I said this from the very beginning of the show. Everything happens in courting. If you let it bypass and you move forward into a solid relationship,
I get you.
Issues at hand.
I do get you, but I do know married couples. I do know married couples that happen to have like everything was strong in the beginning, was very strong, but as the years progressed and they got older together, you know, it's kind of one of those things where like it went away and it's no longer as strong.
Hey, you know what? And that does happen. That's true. I am with you. I've heard that. This is it. It is their responsibility to open up to us because you know some men have egos and they don't want to address that situation because they're really macho and baby, if you got a problem, we need to talk about it.
Right. If the guy becomes
and that's all it takes.
If he becomes impotent, ladies, wouldn't you support him and like we're talking about, you know, you're married and you've been together for years and it's his
guy, his best friend downstairs. It's not as strong as it used to be. Wouldn't you also support him and say, listen, don't be embarrassed. I don't want you to, hold stuff against me when something's not working. There's plenty of things that we can do to fix this. We go to a doctor, or we can get a strap on, whatever we gotta do.
We're gonna do some things, but we're gonna work it out, because at the end of the day, you're gonna be happy with me. I gotta make sure that I'm happy with you.
Right. And if you love someone, that's not gonna change that happiness.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ultimately, it's gonna.
So, Lil Ninja, I'm loving where you are in your beautiful head. But this is the thing. I'm not a toys chick. I can't get into it. I don't know what it is about it that I just can't. I'm the toy. I'm gonna do some shit to your ass. Anyway, not literally, figuratively.
No, she said not to that exact extent, but
I'm just saying,
I get that though, because
I'm not there with the I'm super sensitive. We're not sticking nothing in there. We're not putting nothing in there that's not human. I'm sorry.
They don't make me feel it. So I honestly, now that I've tried toys and all, and like tried to be more open to it, because before I was just like, ew, gross, no, you're not touching me with that thing. Or I'd be like, if I don't have what I want, like a man's penis, then I don't need anything at all. But not too long ago, a guy I was talking to, we actually got a toy, and I liked it a little more. And I was wondering, I'm like, is it because of how I feel about him that I actually like it? But I
need to stop you right there. I need to stop you because I need to ask you a question. Do you think that you can actually replace him with that because it was a whole lot better?
No. So I will say it makes me do things that most men can't.
Okay.
But that's because I know how to pleasure myself.
Okay.
And like I said, I still don't like penetration. I just like the rose, like
okay.
Vibrator. I don't like that. Like that's what it just weirds me out to really have the dildo.
Right. Yeah. See, and I think that's where I'm at with all that. Like I don't know.
Yeah. Or the fact that now they look so real, like they have veins, and I was at this event. Yes, all kind of stuff. I was at this event, and she was talking, and she's like showing us it, and it's just going every which way, all over the place. I'm like, okay, lady, like we see that you have a dildo in your hand. We see the penis, or the rubber penis, like it's there. I've seen it. I promise I saw it.
Silicone. It's silicone. It's silicone.
Right.
Let me explain this. No, I think I'm shout out to all of the married couples that are much older than ourselves, and their husband is just like, he can't. There's a medical reason, and that's part of getting. I think that's why it gets embarrassing, because what if it's not working anymore? And like you said, Mimie, you don't like toys, so now he's like, I got nothing, it won't go up. I can't.
No, you see, this is the thing. This is what they need to understand, and it's the woman's responsibility to make sure that he understands this. He's got fingers, he's got a tongue, he's got lips, he's got a mouth. Work it.
That's just him, like you said. That's his own insecurities, because now he's so messed up in his head and mad and embarrassed that he can't get it up, opposed to just making you feel good in other ways. And you can distract from that.
Right.
I mean, unless, some women, like, of course, like I said, I'd rather have, I like intercourse more than foreplay and all of that anyways.
Right.
But that's where you guys once again talk about it, and I'm sure that the woman would compromise, like, oh, okay, babe, thanks for letting me know. We can do a little more foreplay and a little longer, or I'll get off that way, and just go about it like that.
Right. So do you think DeAja, that the fact that you like intercourse more, if he was to just lose it all, you'd be like, okay, I got to replace you because you're not going to be able to do other things with me, or you're going to just be able to allow him to like do toys?
Whew. Good question.
Ooh, you just made it rough. Okay, so
that's what I've been trying to get at, because I'm like, what would you? I mean, because we've been making it clear that we really prefer the natural skin to skin,
right?
But if we're talking longevity, when we get older, some things don't work. And not that we don't want it to. It's not that we don't want to. It won't even. I'm not even speaking on the mental. I'm literally speaking on that physical, like where stuff just don't work.
Oh,
Right.
there's medicine
Like they
that
used
will make it so you can't.
So then what do you do?
There's I was saying there's medicine as well that make it so you can't. Not like physically, like your body just does not have the urge. I can't remember what it's called, but there's like an actual condition that comes
Yeah,
from
we
your
will go to the herbal doctors and we'll make some things happen, honey. If I got to take you overseas or something, look, I'm an island girl. I'll take you
There's
right
so
to the
many,
islands
yeah.
real quick and we'll make it happen.
But to answer
Yeah.
What
Mimie's
herbs? Where's the
question,
tea? Let's do what we got to do to make it happen, baby. Because I love you and I'm not
exactly.
letting you go, but we got to let this thing got to work. We got to work that mouth or something, and them fingers.
You're determined to find a way. You are a determined woman. You are
Yes.
like very
Yes.
adamant. This is all
That's
natural.
that
He's gonna
Scorpio.
work because I said so.
Yeah,
I don't want to hear no
yeah.
and
Especially if I'm into him.
out.
If I'm really into him, like we gonna make this happen. You know.
Okay,
Thank you,
exactly.
Cherise.
Thank you.
That's my girl.
Oh, thank you, love. Yeah. So to answer your question, though, I would say so. That's really testing my love for the person because, like y'all, just like we just had came to the understanding. So intercourse is not everything for me, but it's more in our relationship right now. So it's like he's not as touchy feely intimate. So it would be
Okay. He's the let me grab her by the neck and come get this.
yeah, like it's so crazy because it's like he
But
shows
you
me
know
the
what? It's
stuff he's
okay
been
though.
doing.
Look, it's an age group type thing. Like let's just really damn near kill each other, but not kill each other literally. You know, and that's okay. That's okay because the throwdown is good when it's the throwdown. Is the throwdown is the throwdown.
Man,
But
you aggressive. You talk about throwdown. You about like get this up. We gotta go overseas. Shark piss up the nose. Whatever. I mean, this
Right.
girl, she
She
aggressive.
like, I'm
You already
doing
know.
this. I'm
You
telling
can
you, it's
tell.
that Scorpio. She ain't playing. Like her,
Nothing.
just like her animal side. She like, I'm finna sting you real quick and get it. Let's get it together.
we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. I don't care how it happens. It's happening because I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah, you know, the little stinger, you know.
And it's okay. It's okay.
I love it though. I love because I be over here like I'd be like holding my because I'm so shy when it comes to it's so funny I do the show, but I'm so shy like when guys or like my guy or whatever, he'll like if he starts talking freaky and stuff, like I'm all for it. But I'm gonna just listen. I'm not the one to call me like, hey baby, what you finna do?
Right.
Oh, I
No.
like the way you sound doing that, DeAja. That's cute though. Would any of you ever be like a dominatrix, like play dominatrix for a night with your man? Would you ever play dominatrix?
No, because he's not a dominatrix type. He's not that. He's none of that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's not. It would be fun for me, but probably not for him.
Yeah.
He'd probably be
Because
like,
let me tell you something. If I decide that I'm gonna do something like that and he becomes somebody else on me and likes it, I'm gonna be freaked the hell out by it.
No, but what if you come dominatrix and then he goes, oh, you want to dominate me? I'm gonna dominate you right back, baby. He takes your whip and puts it over you. Come on, get creative. Like just put that thing on you and then I'm sorry.
Oh, he'll get it.
Right, you just turned into me for a second.
But then after that, I'm gonna be like, what the I get myself into? I'm the one that controlling this shit.
Ooh, say loud, say proud. Have mercy, Jesus. Say loud, say proud. Man, I love the energy. Keep it up. Keep it up.
Because look, I'm like, like I said, I'm shy. Like I'm aggressive when it comes to the actual moment, but I'm not gonna talk about it. Like when it's happening, just let's go. Don't ask me no question. You like this? You want me to go harder? Just shut up and let's go. Leave me alone. Let's just, what I want. Just give it to me. That's how I like.
LeeLee's like, what the hell did I get myself into tonight? Bringing these two together.
And you her while she over there trying to sit all innocent and stuff.
Are we all fire signs up in here? I know I'm a fire sign. I know you was a fire sign or an air sign and all that stuff. What is a Scorpio again? Are they fire sign? I can't remember. Or they Earth?
They might be Earth.
It's okay.
Is
Where's
Scorpio Earth?
You know, in the cord. You know.
Well, we're Scorpions. Yeah, we could be Earth or water, shit, but we're more Earth, I think. Yeah.
And that compatibility, you can see that compatibility with your relationship. Because didn't you just say that he was Aries?
Yes.
We don't just put DeAja and Mimie and Acosta together. That doesn't just put DeAja's the man, and then that. Wow!
I can tell you exactly all the stuff all the like that's it's so funny. I was gonna say that at the beginning is I've never really been able to date an Aries because they're so intense with love like I am. And it's so crazy because that's what I crave. And
Yes.
then I like someone that's like got nothing to do with any of the intensity, but I still obviously get what I want out of the situation. But I'm like, but it's like when an Aries talks to me, they come on so strong and intense. And I be thinking like, damn, do I be like this?
Right. So have you ever been with a Scorpio, DeAja? A male Scorpio?
Yes.
No.
So I will say I think it was because we were younger and he had like a baby mama at the time and he was still, messing around and stuff. But my women's intuition kicked in one day and I caught him cheating on me, like literally kicked in. I was at work and pretended I needed some tampons. Now, mind you, to get home to go get a tampon, I passed like 8 stores.
Oh my God.
If something wasn't up or I wasn't thinking nothing, I would have just went to a store and bought a tampon. So, like, let me just go pop up at home real fast. Lo and behold, he walking down the street, walking down this alley or this walking through a little alleyway thing. And I'm like, where are you going? He like, the store. I'm like, the closest store is that way. Why are you going this way? Oh, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. I could take you to the store and then I'll go to the house and do what I was doing. So I took him to the store, went to the house, went inside and everything, like I was going to get a tampon. Now, mind you, at the time, my cousin was living with me. So I told her, I'm like, tell me if he leaves back out the house. So I go back past where his friend had stayed because his friend would let them all use his house as like a bachelor pad. Anybody could just come there and have girls there. And on the way there, I saw a girl standing outside. Like she was waiting, like standing at the door, like she was waiting for someone to come let her in. So that's already got my brain turning. Then when I seen him in the parking lot, I'm like, okay, I'm going to take you to get whatever you need. And then I'm going to bring you home. Now, I go back to the house. The girl is now in like nowhere to be found. So I just walked up to the door, turned the knob, walked right in. Because like I said, he lets people come there. So he always just leaves his door open. So I walk right in. The girl's sitting on the bed. I get him on the phone at this point. I'm like, oh, she's here right now. I was like, who are you here for? She's sitting on the bed like, Tay. I'm like, oh, for real? So she's here for you? And I just started snapping. I didn't do nothing to her. Just walked out. I just started snapping. Just walked out. I'm like, oh, I hope you guys have fun. Close the door. And walked out snapping on him. Mind you, at the time, he's living with me. Have fun with that one because I'll be home when I get off. Best believe it. And you better be there or it's really going to be a problem. So, but anyways, yeah, he has cuts in his tattoo from me because he was one day standing over me talking to me when I was sitting down, and he knows I don't like that because I'm already small and I don't like when people try to like tower over me. So I'm telling him like, either you can sit down and we can have a conversation or you can shut up talking to me. He's steady yelling at me and stuff and like got aggressive like he was finna lean in. So I just instantly bopped him in his nose and then I thought he was gonna come after me. So I like started scratching at him and I just locked myself in my room and crawled out my mom's window. Because
you got Scorpio stories, mama. You got Scorpio shorts. That right there, I put that in the
times. And there's still another one. We don't got enough time. I'll tell this one next time. But man, yes. Whew. It was not, and I think it was, he's not a terrible, horrible like person. It's just we did not.
You had your Scorpio experience.
Yes, we did not mesh.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the sign purpose. Guys gonna do what guys do because if it's what they do and that's what they do, that's why he ain't with you no more.
Exactly.
Like you said, there's a difference.
You have elevated from
female.
Yes, ma'am. For sure.
Difference between the female and the male. There are many differences. I guess that just tells you the weaknesses in the male versions of that sign, of those signs. Whether it's Aries male, Scorpio male, Sagittarius male. Woo. It's embarrassing, but it happens. And I dated an Aries, by the way. I did.
How was that?
He was gay, So it couldn't last too long. But he did compliment me and say I was the only female he would ever marry and have babies with. So that was nice.
Oh.
I did the best I could. We was babies ourselves, 13 to 12 years old enough. Yeah, no, 11 years
so he was still kind of finding himself anyway.
Yeah. No, he still swings the other team, but it's okay.
Well, no, I mean, now he might still, but at the time he was learning.
No, he still came out even to me privately. The chick that he was, yeah. We talk about that another time.
This will definitely have to be another one for next week too. Shoot.
That's right. Because this show is brought to you by I Said It Management. We had with us today the lovely, amazing legend, Mimie Acosta. Okay? That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you all so much. Thank you, Miss Mimie.
Yeah.
We love
you. You're welcome, sweetheart. And thank you guys so much for having me. And a huge shout out to I Said It Management. That is my boy.
Yes,
so thank you.
Yes.
And thank you, ladies. I had a great time. I would love to do this again anytime.
Yay!
If somebody come up missing at the last minute, you guys send me a text, and if I'm in the building, I'm going to just fly on in like, I'm here.
Yes!
I love it.
More cap and some lip gloss, but I will show up for y'all, okay?
I love it. Thank you so much.
Love.
And yes, we will talk to you soon. If you would like to be a guest or a sponsor, please email us at herpointofview@AOL.com. See you all in a couple weeks.
Yo, I'ma give it to you right all night. No, we ain't never gonna stop. I never had it like this before. No, gotta keep it together. Yeah, that's right. It's a real good, a sexual fight. Give it to you all night, right? I'ma take you some love, sweet delicious somethings. Only you, I'm so gifted. See the light on the waves.
Him and his guitar player were trying to get me to the after party, but I said, I'm a good girl. I ain't gonna do that. I'm sorry.
She said, I know what's happening there. I'm gonna stay home.
You don't know what kind of stuff they gonna do. You know, I might have to whoop up some wind chum. They so nasty.